moving to Australia on a skilled work visa or a point-based visa. I know there are a lot of people who are following this series of videos on migrating to Australia on a skilled work visa. So in case you missed some of these videos, please go and watch them. On the first video, I was explaining how to search for your occupation on the skilled occupation list for Australia, as well as assessing body for your occupation, because an assessment is critical for this type of visa or visas. On the second video, I was sharing about how to calculate your points, because these are point-based visas. On the third video, I showed you one of the visas, which is Subclass 190, which is direct permanent residence. On the fourth video, I shared about Subclass 491 visa, which is a skilled work regional visa. So after you've done all this, you've got your points and stuff, the next thing is putting an expression of interest. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're just seeing me for the first time, my name is Tariro Rachel. I like to share about study opportunities abroad, studying abroad, and anything that I find interesting. Definitely I share it on this YouTube channel. So please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and leaving. And to my regular subscribers, welcome back. So on today's video, I'm gonna be explaining how to do an expression of interest. An expression of interest is basically an online profile that you create on what they call SkillSelect. You're just putting your skills there, that is your work experience, your qualifications, you put your age, your English proficiency, and at the end of that profile, they will calculate your points. So once you're in that pool, the government of Australia, they do rounds or what they call nominations. So once you're there, you've put your expression of interest, then you get nominated to apply for a visa. That's why I always say you don't need an employer to do this process. And a disclaimer, I'm not an immigration agent. I'm just sharing information based on my personal experiences and based on what I know. So jumping into today's video, I'm gonna do a demonstration on Google so that at least when you're doing this process yourself, you'll find it easy.
Okay, so we're going to quickly jump onto Google here and type expression of interest, right? Put expression of interest, don't mind the capital letters, Australia, right? So we want to go to the government website. Make sure all the time you come here where there is a logo which says Australian Government Department of Home Affairs. And we scroll down to submit EOI. That's your expression of interest here. So once you're here, you create an account, right? Using the details below, yeah? You create an account using the details below. So just to save on time, I had already created an account for myself just for this exercise. So I'm trying to go back. So because I had already created an account, I'll just come here to SkillSelect, right? Instead of starting an expression of interest, I'm gonna log in because I already have an account. So these are the details for the account. I'm gonna accept here and then press log in. Let me save my password. Okay, I've put in the details that were required, right? So I'm gonna come here on update the expression of interest, right? So here are my details. Trust me, these are just like random. This is random information that I've put here. So don't think these are my personal details, right? And then we continue. So once we are here, then we select like which type of visa that we want. I'm gonna go with the skilled work regional subclass 491, but to be honest, the process is the same. It's the same. So I'm gonna take this one, which is state territory nominated. All these visa types, I've explained them in previous videos. You can check them. Then we go next. So, is the client's partner an Australian permanent resident or citizen? Right? My partner, I put I'm married, and then so I'm putting no. Would the client be accompanied by their partner in a future application? I'll put yes because I'm applying with my partner, right? Are there any family members the client would like to include in a future application? If you have got kids or children, then you put yes. So by family members, they're actually referring to your spouse and your children, right? And then we go next. So here they're gonna ask the partner's date of birth, right? So let's put maybe 12 December or 1970, right? And do they hold a passport from these countries? We put no. Has the client's partner undertaken an English language test within the last 36 months? So if they've taken a test, you put yes. If they didn't, you put no, right? No. We go next. And which state or territory would you be interested in for this, right? So you come here. For some, they select any, but from advice, I heard that you need to select at least one, or you can do separate expression of interest for each state, right? So I'm gonna select maybe Victoria, and then would the client be prepared to live in a regional area of Australia, right? Because this is a regional skilled work visa, right? So you put a yes here. Would the client be prepared to live outside an Australian capital city? Because it's a regional visa, you say yes. And then we go next. So, have you taken an English language test within the last 36 months? If you put yes here, then they'll ask you to put your test, the name of the test, and the reference number. Remember, this is a point-based visa, right? So you need to have written your English test to be able to get the points that you need here. Because at the end of the application, they're going to calculate your points based on the information that you put here. So just for progress sake, let's just put no, and then we continue. And have you completed any studies at secondary level and above? Yeah, we put a yes. Then you put the date, the details of when you completed, right? So I'm not sure if I can proceed without putting this. So I'll just put so in this case you put your highest qualification, right? Your highest qualification. So I'll put a master's degree. Then it's the name of the institution. Oh, my battery is running low. Let me pause and get a charger. Okay, my battery is back now. So we put the like where you acquired the qualification. We're gonna put Zimbabwe, then the date maybe 12 11 2015, and yeah, confirm. Right, there we are. Then if you have studied in Australia, right, you put yes. If not, that's a no. Any community language, no. Then we go next. So here, nominated occupation, let's put social worker, right? Okay, let me put my profession. Community worker, right? So this is community worker. Does the client have a suitable skills assessment? So you need to have a skills assessment for this. So you put a yes. Then they'll ask you name of the assessing authority, date of the skills assessment, the reference number. All this information is there on your assessment result. Then if for progress sake, I'll put no, and then we can proceed. So here for employment, you need to put your employment which you are claiming points for. Remember, you are claiming points for everything that you're putting in here, right? So if you put employment, actually on your skills assessment, you put your employment history, which you were deemed eligible for this occupation, right? So you put that in here. Let's say you were a family services prac, family services practitioner, you put it here, and then the employer was let's say whatever motive, the country, say Zimbabwe, and then is this employment related to the nominated occupation? So if you're claiming points for this one, yeah, if it's related to this one, we put a yes. And then the date, when you started working there, it could be maybe the 10th of March in 2016. Remember, you need to put post qualification experience, right? Not the qualification that the experience that you acquired before the qualification. It won't be counted. So since your degree was 2015, then your experience is going to be for 2016 going forward. And then we confirm. If you need to add more work experience here, you just add it. Remember, you are claiming points for your work experience, right? Anybody who've worked in Australia, you put a yes here, no. Then we move on to next. In this case, they're asking, is the above partner qualifications information correct? So if it's correct, you just put yes. And then your education, is this correct? You put a yes. So in this case, we're now reviewing the information. Is the above employment information correct? You put a yes. Yeah. So now we're at the declaration page. As you can see, it wasn't anything big, anything huge, very clear and straightforward. So now we're just ticking, have you understood? Yes, I've understood. I've provided correct information. And then we put yes, I've understood. Yes, I've understood. Yes, I've understood. Right? We click next. So this is the information that we provided. Like I said before, this is like a dummy application. This is nothing true, in case you may think these are my details or something. So we have put on our information here, and we are reviewing it. You're reviewing it, and then the next thing, you are submitting your expression of interest. Tell me if this has been clear in the comment section. I would appreciate that.
Guys, what do you think about this demonstration? Please leave some comments for me to know if you found this video to be helpful. If you've got any questions that you may want to ask, just leave them in the comment section. I think it was very clear how to do to put through an expression of interest, including the things that you need during the process. Remember, on this one, you don't need to upload like any supporting documents, but just putting through what you have. So thank you for sticking through to the end of this video. On my next video, I'm just going to be giving a summary of all the videos that I've done on this series, migrating to Australia on a skilled work visa. Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking, subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet, as well as leaving some comments in the comment section. Bye.